Hello folks, and welcome once again to Lopez Quiz. It is week 15. We've been doing this for 15 weeks. If this is your first time, welcome to the party, my friends. It's very simple. We're going to do a lockdown, lock-in pub quiz from the comfort of your own home, hosted by me, Spanish-Welsh comedian Ignacio Lopez. Thank you so much for joining me. Where are people joining us from today? So we've obviously got the Llanelli crew are in the house. Some Cardiff friends have already started commenting on Facebook. Welcome, my friends. Where else are people playing right now? Yes, all you need to play is a pen and paper. All right, if you have a pen and paper, you're good to go. Or if you're in the new age, newfangled 20th century, you can use like a tablet or a digital, like an iPad or a computer, whatever you want to play with. It's entirely up to you. Beer necessities. Welcome to the party, my friends. Lots of drink-themed names as usual. I don't know if people are on their pomadas today. I taught you how to make pomadas last week. The Green Army, welcome to the party. Glad it's sounding good. If at any point it sounds like a spaceship is about to take off, that is my MacBook overheating, all right? That does that sometimes, so be prepared. Welcome, my friends. Hi, Andy. How are you doing, my friend? People in from Neath, Merthyr Tydfil, Pontypridd, Team Jurassic Tart. I'm loving some of these names. Obviously, Swansea crew in the house, Pontypridd. Oh, welcome, your first week, and you're in Stoke. Glad to have you, my friends. It's always an international crowd. We've had a lot of Welsh place names mentioned there, but we've got friends over in Spain as well, people from Liverpool and Landock. Welcome. We got people up in Norway playing as well, friends of mine. Hi, how are you all doing over on YouTube? Obviously, Chris Purchase, my good friend, a very funny individual. He's joining us from Lichfield. Which is one of the top 5 poshest places I've ever been in my life, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I've gigged around quite a bit. Lichfield is right up there. It's a bit posher than Neath, is what I'm trying to say. If anyone's unfamiliar with Neath, Neath is short for underneath. All right, that is what it is, because it's got quite an underground vibe to it, Neath. And it's cool. I love Neath. If you didn't know, check out my stand-up comedy clips. I'm sure there's some Neath ones tucked away there. I do love that place. People in Aberdeen, welcome, my Scottish friends. Welcome. We got here Torito too. That's your team name, is it, Alison? We got sangria. So people are still drinking sangria from a couple of weeks previously. I taught you how to make sangria. If you do not know how to make sangria and you don't know what goes into a sangria, join my mailing list. You go to my Facebook page, scroll down, see where it says email sign up. You sign up to my email. I don't bombard you with emails primarily because I'm quite lazy about it. I don't stay on top of that stuff, but I will send you all of the ingredients necessary to make the perfect sangria. There's 2 recipes there, and there's a secret ingredient needed for both, so they are also in there. Welcome, Twiglets from Leicester. This is a good opportunity to get your snacks and drinks ready also. So I don't know if you've got a pomada, the Menorcan street drink I told you about last week, or a sangria. But don't worry, we are getting to a quiz very shortly. But today I have run out of all mixers and such, so I am just drinking plain old simple San Miguel from bottles. Added bonus, if answering ridiculous questions is not enough entertainment value for you, if you need more gaming to go with this, if you're joining us on Twitch and you're a big fan of gaming, then yes, there are also extra games you can be playing. You can be playing drinking games. That's Britain's favorite pastime and sports that they would excel if they allow drinking games into the Olympics. So what drinking games could you play? You can drink every time I forget to mute the microphone, but that's very rare now, although I did start today by forgetting to unmute the microphone. You can drink every time I mention Michelle. That is my partner in crime who's helped put all of this together. We've been living together in lockdown, so 15 weeks. This is the longest we've ever spent together. We do live together, but I'm usually traveling around the country. Michelle is a photographer. She's around the country also doing stuff. This is the most time we've ever spent with one another. And quite frankly, it is a miracle that we haven't turned into a Netflix documentary about somebody getting killed. So that's been quite fun. If I mention Michelle, you can drink. That is the one. If you want to drink lots, that is the one to play, I think. Also, the middle level one is if you drink every time I drink. So I take a sip. You take a sip. It's open to anyone as well. You don't have to be drinking alcohol. Somebody, I think it was week 3 or 4, they were saying that their 14-year-old son joined the party. I drank, and he said, Ignacio drinks naked, and he downed his can of Coke. So you can drink whatever you want. Coke will probably help you do better at the quiz than what I choose to drink. Now, I have actually tried this quiz myself this week. I thought I would answer all of the questions, see if I got them right before I looked up the answers and things. And I got around 70% correct. That's not including the arts and crafts question. So we'll see how that goes on. But yeah, we're going to kick off very shortly. So make sure you got your drinks, snacks and stuff ready, pen and paper at your hands. There's going to be 4 rounds of questions and then a pictures round right at the end. So the pictures round makes its return. Do not worry if you are a regular. Nana, my Nana, does make an appearance once again. She is in the house. Nana has made her video for us, so she's going to be making it. But look, we're just here to have a bit of fun. It's a bit of silliness, all right? So treat it as you would a regular pub quiz. Don't cheat, although you're marking your own sheets, all right? So you have to be trustworthy for yourselves. Don't mess around with yourself. Do not lie about your scores. If you don't know the answer, just take a guess. Just take a stab in the dark. Have a go, all right? You don't know. Sometimes, as I've said many times, the wrong answer is the funnier one. We got people watching in Splot as well. Splot is my favorite onomatopoeic sounding place. There's a lot of them in Wales, okay? You've got Bangor, okay? You've got Powys, and you've got Splot, all right? That's one of my favorite ones. How did you not get them right if you know them? I write the questions before I look up the answers, all right? So that's how I do this quiz. It's not the most efficient way of doing a quiz, so I'll write a bunch of answers or I look up trivia and I'll see, do I know the answer? So this time, for the first time ever, I wrote out all of the questions before I looked up the answers and then I went for it. So that's how it's worked out that way. How many exactly did I get? Well, some of them it doesn't work because...
Yeah, how many did you get, Ignacio?
I mean, we do have that. I'll get the piece of paper out later and I'll check it. But it doesn't work for some of them because I came up with questions I knew the answers to. So it would have been more if I accepted those, but I didn't. But I got 70% of them correct. I don't want to spoil it for you now. But look, we're just having fun, all right? I think the important thing is that the quizmaster is always right. Some people have a technique of it. They don't know the answer. Put down 9-inch nails. But I did introduce a rule, I don't know if you remember, if you put down 9-inch nails as the answer to a question and it is not the answer, then you lose points, all right? You lose 9 points.
That's what somebody just wrote on YouTube. Have you seen it?
Yeah, that's why I said about it, yeah. So somebody commented about it. If they don't know the answer, write down 9-inch nails. I saw them trying that. So some people have tried to get sneaky because I am a big 9-inch nails fan. I am wearing another 9-inch nails t-shirt. One of my, I think I have at least 9. That's a good number for 9-inch nails t-shirts. What's Spanish for onomatopoeia? Do you know what? I don't know. What's weird is when I moved to this country, when I moved to the UK, I was relatively young and people would come back over from Spain. I'd start the conversation, but I only knew the words that I'd learned in Mallorca as a kid and a teenager. So sometimes somebody stumps me with questions that way. I only learned the onomatopoeia in English recently, so take it easy on me, all right? But here we go. I think some people are going to beat me. Don't worry about that. Yeah, some people call it splo. That's the posh way of saying splot. But let's be honest, it's splot, isn't it? Splot's a better sound, I think. If you try to answer anything with a 9-inch nails related answer and the answer is not 9-inch nails related, then you lose 9 points. So be careful. Is it worth the risk? That's the question. All right, look, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to kick off with the questions now. I think this has been long enough, a long chatter. Let's get serious about this. Get your drinks to hand, get your pen and paper to hand, Let's make this happen. All right, so round one is always useless information. It's kind of general knowledge, but it's not very general sometimes. So we'll give it a go. Question one.
Knowledge.
Yeah, I call it useless knowledge, so I think it says that at the top later on. Useless knowledge, question one. Which nuts are used in marzipan? Which nuts are used in marzipan? Hey Sean, how are you doing? Welcome to the party. Luis Davis Dye, and you are playing. Excellent, good stuff. What's your team name? That's what I need to know. Let me know your team name in the comments. Which nut is used in marzipan? That is question one. Question two. What do you call a group of lions? What do you call a group of lions? That's the animal, not the chocolate bar in the UK. All right? Welcome if you're just joining us. We're only on question two. The first one was what nut goes into marzipan? This is question two. What do you call a group of lions? That's lions, the animals. Are you calling your team name Ponte d'Aue? Cool, good for you. Do love Ponte d'Aue. My mom might be playing from Ponte d'Aue, who knows, she might join in later on. Usually she watches on YouTube though, watches on the television. I know that's where Jamie is as well, I think. Question three. Which city is located in both Europe and Asia? Which city is located in both Europe and Asia? Team name Blue Moon Rising. Welcome if you're just joining us. Don't worry, we're only on question three. There are plenty more rounds and stuff to play. We're on round one. This is question three. Which city is located in both Europe and Asia? Question four. What five basic senses do humans have? What five basic senses do humans have? You only get 1 point for getting all of these five correct. So you have to get all five correct in order to get that 1 point. All right, it's a tough question. I'll give you a clue. One of the answers, all right, one of the five senses I'll give you because I'm nice that way, is the ability to see dead people. Pretty sure that's one of the five senses. Yeah, wind your neck in and stop stropping, okay? Let's have some fun together, right? We're just messing around, having a party on a pub quiz from the comfort of your own home. It is suitable for children as well. I've managed to go 15 weeks without swearing. I'm very impressed with myself. Apparently I'm Liam's favorite Welsh Italian comedian. I've only been to Italy once. Is it once? No, twice. On a cruise ship I got off in Pisa as well, but near Pisa.
No, we've been to Venice, we've been to Florence.
I forget Venice as well, so yeah, we've been to Florence. But yeah, no, I'm not Italian, my friend, I do apologize. So Spanish, Welsh, Moroccan, Irish, lots of combos in there, no Italian. But I do have some Italian friends, so you're welcome. Common sense is not one of the five senses that human beings have. I'm just going to put that out there. All right, we're up to the arts and crafts round. I think the best way to do this, because you have to do this with your eyes closed, so hand the paper and pen to whoever in your group, in your team. If it's you, good luck, is the best at drawing. Hand them the pen and paper because they're going to do this with their eyes closed. All right, so get ready. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to draw these 4 things that I'm going to list for you, all right? So I'm going to give you 30 seconds for each one. That's how we're going to keep it going, progressing. So there's going to be 4 things you have to draw with your eyes closed. Get your pen and paper ready now. Close your eyes, and the time is going to start very shortly, all right? So I'm going to wait for it to tick over to 24 minutes past on my clock, and then I'm going to start the clock. So prepare yourselves. Get my stopwatch ready. So there's going to be 4 things you have to draw with your eyes closed. So pens and paper ready. If you've got the blindfold, even better. All right, the 4 things you have to draw starting now are, they're all emojis. The first one you have to draw is a crying, laughing emoji. So the first one, a crying, laughing emoji. You have 23 seconds left. A crying, laughing emoji. This is my absolute favorite emoji. I like to see it posted on videos of mine.
Yes, I was going to ask what's your favourite. I think mine's like the rolling over, like the one tilted.
Oh, the ruffle, the old rolling on the floor laughing one. No, I think that's too much. I don't want to cause anybody an injury when they're watching my comedy. That is the end of your 30 seconds. That was the crying laughing. Next emoji, I want you to draw a smiling with heart eyes emoji. A smiling with heart eyes emoji. So you have 20 seconds left for this. 20 seconds, a smiling with heart eyes emoji. You're going to be judging these yourselves, by the way, as well. So as long as you can kind of recognize this, but eyes closed, no cheating, don't open your eyes. You have 6 seconds left for the smiling with heart eyes emojis. 2, 1. Next, you have to draw me the ghost emoji, the ghost emoji. I believe it has its tongue poking out, winking, usually. I don't know if that's how you see it or remember it, but you've got 20 seconds left to draw yourselves a ghost emoji. 15. Wrong bottle. I'm glad most of your eyes were closed. I almost went to take a sip out of a sealed bottle. 3 seconds left. This is for 4 points. You get 1 for each emoji. Be careful. Okay, now you have 30 seconds to draw the poo emoji. Some people call it poop or poo. So draw the poo or poop emoji. That's a nice onomatopoeic sound, isn't it? Poop. Or poop, as it's known in Welsh. P-W-P, poop. So you've got 5 seconds left to draw poo. You can't cheat by doing something rude, all right? You just need to draw the poop emoji. That is the end of your time. Stop the clock. That was the end. That was the final question. Here's a recap of all of the questions of the first round for you. Question 1. Which nuts are used in marzipan? Which nuts are used in marzipan? Question 2. What do you call a group of lions? What do you call a group of lions? Question 3. Which city is located in both Europe and Asia? Which city is located in both Europe and Asia? Question 4. What 5 basic senses do human beings have? What 5 basic senses do human beings have? And 5, that was the drawing round, the drawing question. You had to draw 4 emojis: crying, laughing, smiling with heart eyes, ghost, and poo. All right, those were the emojis you had to draw. I will have a go when we give you the answers. Okay, so I hope you're ready. So there's 8 points up for grabs in this round. We're going to give you now the answers, so prepare to mark. I don't know if you've got a different color pen, if you do things that way. If any teachers are still at home looking for that to get that fix, the marking fix, then you can do it now. This is your opportunity. Grab the red pen, and here we go. The answer to question 1. Which nuts are used in marzipan? It is, of course, almonds. Almonds are used in marzipan. If you've just joined us late and you've managed to catch up, congratulations. According to Eurovision, several cities are both in Asia and Europe. I mean, I wouldn't trust Eurovision, going by the documentary Michelle and I watched last night. Set in Edinburgh, Scotland. Famous venue for this year's Eurovision, obviously. It was the new movie on Netflix with Will Ferrell and Amy McAdams. Is that her name?
Rachel McAdams.
Rachel McAdams, not Amy McAdams. I'm mixing up 2 actresses. And who else was in it? Graham Norton made an appearance. It was funny, but it was the longest film I've ever watched in my life. It was 2 hours. It didn't know if it wanted to be heartwarming or funny. So they kind of went for a weird mix of... Didn't quite pull it off, I don't think. I enjoyed it, but it was long. Question 2. What is a group of lions called? It's called it is called a pride. A pride of lions. A pride of lions. It is Pride Month, isn't it? Good timing. Completely unintentional. Question 3. Which city, the wording they use when I looked up answers, which city straddles both Europe and Asia? It is Istanbul. Istanbul in Turkey, which I Embarrassingly, I thought this was the capital. I thought that was the capital of Turkey, but it's not. Ankara is the capital. I forget. So Istanbul is the city in both Europe and Asia. Question 4. So these were the 5 senses human beings have. The 5 standard senses. It is touch, taste, smell, sight, and hearing. All right, touch, taste, smell, sight, and hearing. So those are the 5 basic senses. So I do apologize if you took me on my word and wrote down seeing dead people. That is not one of the 5 senses. I forget that is the 6th sense. Could you pass me the clipboard, Michelle, if it's over there?
Yeah.
So I'm going to have a crack, as I usually do at the arts and crafts one, for the next bit. Get a pen ready. Here we go. Thank you. Get a blank sheet of paper. I've got a bunch of scripts here. Don't want to give away anything from my radio show that's going out on the air on Monday. BBC Radio Wales. I'll tell you more about that later. Okay, so I'm drawing 4 emojis, I believe. What was the first one? Was laughing, crying, wasn't it? Laughing, crying. All right, so eyes closed. I'm just going to look away. So I'm going to look at you, my clipboard here. I can't see it. I'm going to close the laugh emoji. I don't even think that's a proper circle right there. Oh, that's pretty. I'm pretty happy with that. What do you think?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I thought I missed the circle entirely when I was putting things. So that's the first one in there, the laughing, crying emoji. What's the second one I said? Hearts in their eyes. Okay, this is going to be a complicated one. Here we go. Hearts in their eyes. So start off with a circle. Hey, look at that. I'm really pleased with this. I should have designed the emojis. The one on my iPhone are rubbish. Have you seen that? Rock and roll. That's the next one.
Oh, you sound so pleased with yourself.
I'm pretty happy with myself. If I do bad at the arts and crafts ones, I get really annoyed with myself. What's the next one? I can't remember what the next emoji was.
There was a dog poo and
the poo is the last
sorry,
one.
not dog poo.
Yeah, that's the last one. The one before it was ghost. Oh dear. Okay, ghost emoji. I think it's like that's way off. I don't know what I'm doing there. And it's got 1 wink, 1 open, tongue. It looks like it's winking. It looks like a jellyfish. Is there a jellyfish emoji? There should be. It's not bad. Michelle thinks it's amazing. And then the dog poop one is quite easy. I think the poop one.
It's because you take everything so seriously with this sort of thing. So
yeah, if I mess up, I get really annoyed with myself. Okay, and then the poop emoji is something like that. And then that with eyes. That's the worst one yet. But I mean the poop one should be the worst one, shouldn't it? That looks like Mr. Whippy's been left out in the sun. That is pretty appalling.
So how many points would you give yourself?
I would give myself I'd give myself 3 points. I think the poop one was unacceptable. I do not think that was good enough. But here are the emojis so you can see them. Here's my attempts once again. Whoops. Dropping all kinds of paperwork everywhere. I need a new clipboard. And then, yeah. Alright, so those are your answers. Let's give you a recap of all of them. We've got, so it's 8 points up for grabs. Almonds, a pride, Istanbul, touch, taste, smell, sight, and hearing for 1 point. And for 4 points, laughing emoji, emoji with hearts in its eyes, a ghost, and a poop. Alright, so how many did you all get out of 8? That's what I want to know. Hit me up with your scores and your team name once again, remind me. Sneaky Ponty Blinders, 7 out of 8, strong score. Did you get the poop one wrong as well? Did you try it and not do it well enough? If you put Constantinople down, you do not get a point for Istanbul. It hasn't been called Constantinople for flipping ages, alright? 8 out of 8 for Nerd Immunity, congratulations. Perfect start. We're going to trip you up later on, I'm sure. But for those of you, if you didn't get full scores, don't worry, I'm sure you'll pick up points later on. So there were 8 points going on. You got Scouse Tapas, is a team name. You got 8 out of 8. 6 out of 8, well done, Storm. It's a good start. 7 out of 8. Yep, have you actually named your team on your, the trouble is with the N, with the accent on it. That's like an N followed by a Y, the pronunciation. So on your Mota Paella, That doesn't quite, it's not easy to say. If you want to do a Spanish tongue twister, on your moto paella, that's what you're gonna do. 8 for the quarantinees. Man, people are doing too well this week. I messed up. Team Jurassic Tart, 8 out of 8, 7 out of 8. Yeah, I'm not happy.
Yeah, but you always do this. Like, people think that...
Yeah, people, I'm luring you into a false sense of security.
It's like you reel them in and then you go, no, you
I've lured you into a false sense of security because you think you've done really well, and then I'm going to trip you up as we go on later on. All right, so now we're going to go into the music round, ladies and gentlemen. Prepare yourselves. There is going to be a music intro as well. Unfortunately, this time it is not performed by Scott Morgan, guitarist. Felix did not appear this time, but you can check out their full videos on Instagram if you're missing Felix and Scott on guitar. And YouTube as well. He's teaching guitar lessons and such, but we do have a very special guest this week, all right? So I'm going to be introducing them shortly. But before that, I've got some music questions for you. Get your pens and paper ready. Here we go. On the kind of theme from Eurovision. This act wasn't involved in Eurovision, but I don't want to give you too many clues. I'm thinking about something else. All right, so question 1. Which country is BJÖRK from? Bonus, what was the name of the band she was lead singer of from 1986 to 1992? All right, BJÖRK was in a band before she was a solo artist. What was the name of the band? Team, where's Lorna again? Well done, Russell. Yep, congrats. Now you're going to do okay. Don't worry. Relax, folks. It's going to be fun. Don't stress too much. Rated PG. Got yourself an 8. Well done, Chris Purchase. You only come for Scott and Felix. Well, you know, then you can check out their Facebook page elsewhere, can't you? You're going to check out their their YouTube page and Instagram, Scott stuff, and he posts the full videos of that he's played previously. He's provided 14 songs because this is week 15. And the intro music's by Scott also. I do love the intro song. Stuck in my head afterwards every week.
Why does everyone ask if I'm drunk, if I'm chatting? It's just because I'm in the room. Usually I'm out of the room.
Yeah, usually Michelle is in another room, so this time you can hear a bit more because she's in this room. She's behind the curtain, behind the...
But
it's not the Zoom background. I know people pop up Zoom backgrounds, but this is actually proper printed stuff. All right, that was question 1. Let's get rolling with this music round. So which country is BJÖRK from, and what was the name of the band she was lead singer of from 1986 to 1992? Question 2. Norman Cook is better known as which club DJ? Norman Cook is better known as which club DJ? Question 3. How many keys does a classic piano have? How many keys does a classic piano have? Gracias, Jeanette. My aunt is joining the party, but she can't play because it's in English, but we'll do a Spanish one week. Not for everyone, just for the Spanish speakers, otherwise it'd be confusing. Oof, Susan, I don't want to spoil it, I don't want to give answers away, but some people might have accidentally fallen on the correct answer, or close. So how many keys does a classic piano have? Question 4. What year was the Y.M.C.A. released? That is the song Y.M.C.A., not the chain of young men's clubs. So what year was the Y.M.C.A. released, the song? And bonus, what is the opening line of the song? You must know it. It's very, very catchy. What is the opening line? So 2 points up for grabs for this. What year was it released? And what is the opening line of Y.M.C.A.? By the Village People, I believe. Question 5. What happened to John Lennon's Mellotron in 1992? All right, what happened to John Lennon's Mellotron in 1992? Interesting bit of trivia, that one. This is a recap of all of the questions for you. So here we go. This is the music round. What country is BJÖRK from? I'm going to play your music intro very shortly, do not worry. What country is BJÖRK from? Bonus, what was the name of the band she was lead singer of from 1986 to 1992? Question 2, Norman Cook is better known as which club DJ? Question 3, how many keys does a classic piano have? Question 4, what year was the Y.M.C.A released? And bonus, what was the opening line to the song? So 2 points up for grabs there. Question 5, what happened to John Lennon's Mellotron in 1992? What happened to John Lennon's Mellotron in 1992? So those are the questions for you. There's 8 points up for grabs this time, this round, music round. Now I'm going to play you a song intro, which is worth 2 points, okay? Actually, I messed up with this. This round is worth 9 points because I forgot that there's a bonus question in the BJÖRK question. So you get 1 point for which country is she from. You get also a point for the name of the band that she was in before she was a solo artist. So it's actually 9 points, my mistake. All right, now I'm going to play you a music intro. As you see, every week we have a music intro played for you. This time, as I've mentioned, Scott is not performing it, so we've got a very special guest. I watched this video. It was pointed to me by my friend Phil, by a very talented individual called Kim. You're going to watch Kim playing the piano and singing very shortly. So listen very closely to the tune, because you have to tell me the name of the original artist and the name of the song. All right, so Kim is covering a song. You need to tell me the name of the original artist and the name of the song. All right, so I'm going to play it for you now. Listen very closely. I'll play it twice in case you don't get it first time round. Here we go. So that was the intro. I'm going to play it for you one more time. I've noticed there's a bit of a delay on what I'm sending out to you and the comments I'm getting. So I've literally just explained that it's 9 points and I made a mistake. After I finish and I go to the song, then comments start popping up going, actually it's 9 points. Yeah, well done. You don't get a bonus point for correcting me. And once again, here's the song intro for you, played by Kim. There we go. All right, so that was the music intro. Hopefully you got it off the back of that. I'm now going to run through the answers for you. So make sure you've got your pens ready to mark the answers. So yes, this is out of 9 points. I do apologize. My maths is not as good as my jokes. 9 points for this round. So here we're gonna go with the answers for you. So pens at the ready. Here we go. Question 1, BJÖRK. What country was she born in? What country is she from? It is Iceland, and the name of the band is the SUGARCUBES. It's the SUGARCUBES. Some of you were so close by joking around that it was the Sugar Babes, that she was one of the members of the 30,000 members of the Sugar Babes that I mentioned last week. So yes, somebody's trying to get us to freeze the frame so you can count how many keys there are on the piano. Unfortunately not, that time has passed. So yeah, it was Iceland, and the SUGARCUBES is the name of the band. They were quite well received, I think. They had a hit single in the UK with a song called Birthday. Not Happy Birthday, just Birthday. Who is Norman Cook? What name does he go by when he's DJing? It is FATBOY Slim. FATBOY Slim. How many keys does a standard classic piano have? It is 88 keys. I got this one wrong when I was answering myself. I was counting up in octaves, thought I'd nailed it. Turns out the piano is bigger than I thought it was. 88 keys on a piano. What are you laughing at?
My mum sent me a photo saying any good ghost emoji, and she sent me a photo of it.
Don't know if you can make it out. This is Michelle's mom's ghost emoji. Oh no, it's a bit of a reflection there. It's going to be difficult for you to see. Let's just, I think it's more terrifying in Technicolor actually. 88 keys. If you've taken any pictures during this, I would love to see them, right? If you want to hit me up, hashtag Lopez Quiz, that is the hashtag there, on Instagram, on Twitter, please send them over so I can see your drawings. Always makes me laugh. I love to see your setup as well, what drinks you're drinking, how your team's going, your team sheets, all of that sort of stuff. Hit me up, cheers me up after 15 weeks of isolation. 88 keys on a piano. Question 4. The song came out, the Y.M.C.A, in 1978. 1978 was the song when it was released. And the opening line is, of course, young man, there's no need to feel down. That's the opening line of the song. 2 points. That's an easy 2 points. Well, I didn't know the year. I knew the opening line to the song, did not know the year. Question 5. What happened to John Lennon's Mellotron in 1992? It was, of course, loaned to Trent Reznor to record the Broken EP. 9 points, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 9 Inch Nails themed question. It was loaned to Trent Reznor to record the Broken EP. 9 points if you guessed Trent Reznor or 9 Inch Nails in any way, shape or form for that one. You lose 9 points if you guess Trent Reznor for anything else. And BJÖRK was not in 9 Inch Nails. 9 points if you guessed 9 Inch Nails. And the song intro that you heard played by Kim, I'm going to post up Kim's Facebook page for you in the comments shortly as well for you to check them out. Thank you so much for letting me know about that, Phil. Thank you. Phil pushed her into doing that. So I watched the whole video. It's on Facebook and it's Kim at the piano playing a bunch of songs and sometimes like learning them there and then and playing them. It was fantastic. Well done. Thank you for that. So the song that she played was in fact Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. So I'll play you the full version of that after we check out the scores. So here is all of the answers for you. So it's actually out of 17 points because there was a 9 Inch Nails question in there. So the answers are Iceland, the SUGARCUBES, 2 points, FATBOY Slim, 1 point, 88 Keys, 1 point, 1978, Young Man, There's No Need to Feel Down, 2 points. It was loaned to Trent Reznor to record 9 Inch Nails' Broken EP for 9 points. And Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. Anyone got the last one? Apparently they're lying. If you did get the last one, I'm super impressed. But I did know the answer to that one. That's why I wrote the question. Yeah, congrats if you got Rick Astley. I thought it's when you know it as well. Because when she started playing it on the video, I didn't know what it was, and it took me a while. Just before she started singing, I got it, and I was like, oh, of course, Rick rolled. If you managed to get 9 Inch Nails, I'm very impressed, and you gained yourself an extra 9 points. It was a tough one this week. Couldn't I have just left it out of 8? You had 13 out of 8. Congratulations, Jamie. 4 out of 17. 6 out of 17. Some great scores. 7, 5. Raging about the 9 Inch Nails one. I don't think any... if somebody genuinely got the 9 Inch Nails one, I'm very impressed. That's something that I pull out of the bag if somebody needs 9 Inch Nails trivia.
I think people have just let on to just guess 9 Inch Nails down.
I have, but they put off guessing it because they lose 9 points if they get it wrong, you see?
Sneaky.
Yeah. 8 points. Well done if you got Rick. I mean, some of you smashed it. Forget the bonus point. Like, some of you did incredibly well with or without. All right, so now I'm going to play you the full song, a longer rendition of the song, so you get to hear Kim singing also. And I'm going to look up the YouTube channel. I'm going to post that in the comments for you to check out Kim's other stuff as well. So here is the longer version of Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up. Here we are.
is to love. Know the rules and so do I. A full commitment's what I'm thinking of. We wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Did anyone guess it? Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna round around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Such a nice man. Known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. Inside we both know what's been going on. We know the game and we're gonna play it. And if you ask me how I'm feeling, don't tell me you're too blind to see. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
So there it was, the rendition. I believe does she have a page, Phil? Is it Bruce Lee Woman, the page? I can't find the YouTube channel. I can find your YouTube channel, Phil. So if you let me know in the comments, I'll be happy to share that out. So that was fantastic. And the video is great, the full one, if you can find it. She's there for, I think, about an hour or longer, like playing lots of different covers and learning them as she's going along. And it's fantastic, great to listen to. So check it out if you get an opportunity. Yeah, if you post it up, thank you guys. If you do post it up, Phil, I'm happy to share that out and stuff. Thank you very much for contributing to the quiz. I know you've been playing most weeks as well. Thank you, I really appreciate it, guys. So let's go into it. We're going into the next round, ladies and gentlemen. This is everyone's favorite. It is the sports round. So get your pens and paper ready. I've just finished off a bottle of San Miguel, so I'm moving on to the next one, which means you have to finish up your drink, whatever it is. I don't care if you're drinking vodka, knock it back, we're continuing with the quiz. Question 1 of the sports round. How many times has Michael Schumacher been a Formula 1 champion? How many times has Michael Schumacher been a Formula 1 champion? Thank you if you've sent pictures over as well of your drawings. Yeah, it's the sports round. Don't worry, it's only 5 questions, relax. Question 2, if you don't know the answers, well, just guess. How many times has Michael Schumacher been a Formula 1 champion? 32,000, there we go, that's a guess. It's not correct, but it's an attempt. Question 2, which sporting event first took place on the 29th of March 1981? It's a big event. It happens in the UK, that's your clue. Which sporting event first took place on the 29th of March 1981 for 1 point? It's not bog snorkeling. Bog snorkeling started before, but the championships did not begin till after 1981, I don't believe. Which sporting event first took place in the 29th of March 1981? More people take part in this sport than bog snorkeling. Question 3. Who fought Muhammad Ali in the Rumble in the Jungle boxing event for 1 point? Who fought Muhammad Ali in the Rumble in the Jungle boxing event? It wasn't Ryan Giggs. If that is your guess, it is incorrect. Question 4. Which football team are known as the Gunners? Which football team are known as the Gunners? Jamie's telling me that his mom's not gonna knock back her hot cup of tea when I finish my bottle. I mean, if you're gonna get involved, you have to, make sacrifices. Which football team are known as the Gunners? And question 5. How many hurdles are jumped in a 100-meter hurdle event? How many hurdles are jumped in a 100-meter hurdle event? All of these are worth 1 point. How many hurdles are jumped in a 100-meter hurdle event? Here's a recap of all of the sports questions for you. 1. How many times has Michael Schumacher been a Formula 1 champion? For 1 point. Question 2. Which sporting event first took place on the 29th of March 1981? For 1 point. Question 3. Who fought Muhammad Ali in the Rumble in the Jungle boxing event? For 1 point. Question 4. Which football team are known as the Gunners? Which football team are known as the Gunners? It's not Smith and Wesson United. Which football team are known as the Gunners? Question 5. How many hurdles are jumped in a 100-meter hurdle event? What is it, 110 meter?
That's for men.
That's for men, apparently. I wouldn't know, I've never taken part in a hurdle event, but apparently there is a 100-meter hurdle event. How many hurdles are jumped in that? Seems to be some confusion here. It's the 100-meter hurdle event, all right? If there's a 110-meter hurdle event, then I don't mean that one, do I? I mean the 100-meter hurdle event. Doesn't matter what gender, if there's an event which is known as the 100-meter hurdle event, tell me how many hurdles are jumped over.
I think that they have the same amount here, I'm not sure. I don't know.
Also, if we're going to go into semantics, then all the hurdles aren't jumped over necessarily, are they? Some people trip up and don't complete the course. So those are your questions. Here come the answers. So 5 points up for grabs in this sports round. Question 1. How many times has Michael Schumacher been a Formula 1 champion? The answer is 7. I almost read 1.7 and he's been champion 1.7 times. No, the answer is 7. Question 1. 7 times Michael Schumacher has been a Formula 1 champion. Question 2. The event that started in 1981. It is the London Marathon. The London Marathon. I thought it was way older than that, the London Marathon. Nope. 1981. Question 3. He's very proud of his grill. It's George Foreman. He didn't defeat him actually. He lost the Rumble in the Jungle to Muhammad Ali. Which football team is known as the Gunners? It is Arsenal. Arsenal Football Club. Chris is asking me if you are counting emotional hurdles. I don't believe so. If we were, I mean, do athletes have emotional hurdles? Don't they just bottle all of that stuff inside until after their sporting career is over and then they release it in an autobiography? So you guess 7 for the amount of times Michael Schumacher has been champion. Congratulations. I thought it'd been way more than that. How many hurdles in the 100-meter event? 10. 10 hurdles. That doesn't seem like many, does it? It seems like when you're watching it, they're jumping over way more. But it is 10 hurdles in 100 meters.
Could ask Colin Jackson tomorrow morning.
Where's Colin Jackson when you need him? As it happens, I'm on his radio show tomorrow morning, so I'll ask him. We have the answer anyway. But yeah, if you're listening on BBC Radio Wales tomorrow morning, I'm appearing on his show. That's not what I was going to plug. I'm on his show tomorrow to talk about the radio show that's going out on Monday. But I'm on, I say I'm on his show, I'm doing it from the comfort of my own home. So I can't go into the studio. I don't actually get to meet Colin Jackson. It'll be video, and then you can hear us both though chatting. We'll pretend it's the same room. I hope I'm not spoiling any magic for anyone who's tuning into Colin Jackson's show tomorrow. Like, oh wow, it sounds like they're best buds. I have never met him, but he's meant to be a lovely guy. Got some. That round was a hurdle, and now we're over it. That was 5 questions, all right? 5 questions, and now they're over. 5 points. How did people do in the sports round? The answers were 7, London Marathon, George Foreman, Arsenal, and 10. 5 points up for grabs. How did you all do? 3 out of 5. Well done, Ray. That's got to be a record, right? 3 out of 5 for the beer necessity. 4 out of 5. Congratulations, Rachel. 3 out of 5 for the Scouse Tapas. Everything is awesome. Got 3 out of 5. I think 4 seems to be the high score for the sports round. Alan, you joined Rachel with the high score of 4 so far. Bob is telling me there's only 9 hurdles in 100 meters. Well, maybe the way you run it. It was a bit of a name draw, wasn't it? It just so happened. It was a coincidence. He was brought up, Colin Jackson, and it happens I'm chatting with him tomorrow. 3 is the average there. 31 out of 30 so far. All right, we're moving on to my favorite round, which is the film and television round. Make sure you got your drinks stacked up, ready to go. Anyone snacking on anything interesting? We had pasta not long before the show, which was quite filling. Has made me quite lethargic. So I'm trying to get my energy back. 2 out of 5. That's okay, Sophie. Don't worry. I'm sure you're going to pull it back with the film and TV round. We got a 5 out of 5. Well done, Nana's fans. Well done. We got, some people contesting the answer for hurdles. Tough. The answer I've got down here is 10. If I'm wrong, doesn't matter.
We'll ask Colin tomorrow.
I will ask Colin tomorrow. I'll tell him all about my quiz and see if he wants to play next week. I'll ask him for a question for next week. How does that sound? Okay, so here we go. Film and television round. Get your pens ready. Anybody enjoying snack? Lots of chocolate. Excellent. Chocolate and beer. Wonderful. Had chili earlier, so now you're snacking on wine. Good stuff. Right, question 1 of the film and television round. What year was Netflix founded? What year was Netflix founded? Might be earlier than some of you imagine. We got Bob here, the hurdles expert, not understanding that we've moved on from the sports round. I'm sorry, Bob. The answer was 10. Not accepting any more answers now at this point. And like I said, I don't care if I'm wrong. You're marking your own sheet. If you want to check your own score, if you want to give yourself that extra point for guessing 9 instead of 10, you'd be wrong, but you can do what you like. Apparently Mussolini tried to change the national dish of Italy from pasta to rice because of how sluggish pasta makes, folks. And not going to lie, that's not the worst thing Mussolini did in his tenure as the dictator. Yeah, I imagine Colin would run the 100. Are we still talking about hurdles, Bob? What's wrong with you? This is not the hurdles quiz. I know he ran the 110 meter hurdles because that's the men's event, and we found out the women's was 100 and it's 10 meters. Like, what? Stop.
There is 10 in both the 100.
There's 10 in both.
110. If you want to go into the 400, I mean, that's different again.
Yeah, we're not doing maths here, right? The hurdles is done with, all right? I think we've missed this hurdle now. We're moving on to the next event. What year was Netflix founded? Question 2. What are the first names of the 2 children in the Addams family? You scored yourself a point with 9. Did you, Bob?
Well, you were wrong.
We were wrong. It's 10.
Unless you
Google it.
over.
Unless you knocked one over. I covered that earlier. You could say, oh, well, I hopped over 1 hurdle. The answer is 10. And we've passed that round now, it's gone. The blue screen with the answers and the score, it's gone. What are the first names of the two children of the Addams family? This is why I never run a pub quiz since I did in Menorca like 10 years ago. Question 3. What animal is the character from the Toy Story franchise called WHEEZY? Alright, there's an animal called WHEEZY in Toy Story, apparently. I did not know this one. I missed it, but what animal is the character from the Toy Story franchise called WHEEZY? For 1 point. Mike Griffiths has guessed Ryan and Brian Adams for the Addams family. That's incorrect. Gomez would never name his children Ryan and Brian, alright? Question 4. Which character from The Wizard of Oz was looking for courage? Which character from The Wizard of Oz was looking for courage? That's an easy one if you've seen the film or read the book. Which character was looking for courage? Question 5. Which classic film stars Audrey Hepburn as a New York socialite who owns a cat? Which classic film stars Audrey Hepburn as a New York socialite who owns a cat? Craig, you don't need to tell me. Is your father Gomez and is your mother Morticia? If that's the case, then you would be the third child of the Addams. That's not even true either. There is a third child in Addams Family Values. Which classic film stars Audrey Hepburn as a New York socialite who owns a cat? So here's a roundup of the questions. Actually, I'm not giving you the roundup. We say it's Nana time, all right? So Nana has some film quotes for you. There's 5 film quotes. If this is the first time you're playing the quiz, this is my grandmother. She is self-isolating in Ponta Dawe. She sends me in a video of her reading some film quotes. So here's a video she managed to send me via Dropbox of her reading some film quotes. She's going to be reading out 5 film quotes. You need to tell me the name of the film for each one, and you need to tell me the name of the actor who delivered the line. All right? So listen close. There's going to be 5 film quotes. I will play the video for you twice because sometimes you can't quite make out the quotes. But here is Nana with 5 film quotes. Hiya, love. Hope you're doing all right. Don't worry, I haven't been out. I've just been poking my head out the window in between rain to get some sunshine. It was either that or go down to Bournemouth Beach with a bag of rubbish. I've got your quotes here. Here's the first one. You ready? I'm just 1 stomach flu away from my goal weight. I'm just 1 stomach flu away from my goal weight. That's the first one. Here's the second one. Show me the money. Show me the money. They said shout on that one. Show me the money. Show me the money. Here's the third one. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings. Oh, that's lovely. Angels must love it down at the boxing gym. Here's the fourth one. I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way. I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way. And here's the last one, love. In one life, you're Thomas Anderson, program writer for a respectable software company. You have a social security number. You pay your taxes and you help your landlady carry out her garbage. Here it is again, love. In one life, you're Thomas Anderson, program writer for a respectable software company. You have a social security number. You pay your taxes and you help your landlady carry out the garbage. There we are, love. Hope that was all right. Hope you enjoy your little quiz now. Ta-da! That was Nana with 5 film quotes. I'm going to play it for you one more time, so listen close. I need the name of each actor who delivers the line and the name of the film. All right? We're getting contentious things from the clue from a previous question as well about Hepburn. You know the answer, especially if you knew that happens in the plot. So here is Nana once again relaying 5 film quotes. You need to tell me the name of the actor and the name of the film that the line is from. Here's Nana one more time. Hiya, love. Hope you're doing all right. Don't worry, I haven't been out. I've just been poking my head out the window in between rain to get some sunshine. It was either that or go down to Bournemouth Beach with a bag of rubbish. I've got your quotes here. Here's the first one. You ready? I'm just one stomach flu away from my goal weight. I'm just one stomach flu away from my goal weight. That's the first one. Here's the second one. Show me the money. Show me the money. They said shout on that one. Show me the money. Show me the money. Here's the third one. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings. Oh, that's lovely. Angels must love it down at the boxing gym. Here's the fourth one. I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way. I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way. And here's the last one, love. In one life, you're Thomas Anderson, program writer for a respectable software company. You have a social security number. You pay your taxes and you help your landlady carry out her garbage. Here it is again, love. In one life, you're Thomas Anderson, program writer for a respectable software company. You have a social security number. You pay your taxes and you help your landlady carry out the garbage. There we are, love. Hope that was all right. Hope you enjoy your little quiz now. Ta-da! So that was Nana with the quotes. Let's do a recap of the questions for you. And the last one that Nana gave was definitely, it was very uncanny. And that is because Nana watched that film as much as me growing up. Nana actually bought me that film on VHS. That's a true story. I received that film from my grandma on VHS because I wouldn't stop banging on about it. I saw it in the summer of 1999 in Spain. Came back, wouldn't stop going on about it. When it came out, my grandmother bought it for me on VHS. Then she bought it for me on DVD when I got a DVD player for Christmas that same year. All right, so this is what we have to. This is a recap of all of the questions in the film and TV round. What year was Netflix founded? For 1 point. 2. What are the first names of the 2 children in the Addams Family? That's the Addams Family from the original television show and the film series. The first 2 kids. What are they called? All right, it's not Ryan and Brian. It's not Craig. It's think about the films and the television show. Right. Question 3. What animal is the character called WHEEZY from Toy Story? WHEEZY. Question 4. Which character from The Wizard of Oz was looking for courage? For 1 point. And question 5. Which classic film stars Audrey Hepburn? And this bit has already been contested, but figure it out. Which classic film stars Audrey Hepburn as a New York socialite who owns a cat? So, and with Nana's quotes as well, because you get a point for each film title and you get a point for each actor that delivered the line. So there's 10 points up for grabs with Nana's quotes. So in total, 16 points up for grabs. Let's start to go through the answers. Question 1. What year was Netflix founded? 1997. 1997. It was not the streaming platform you know it as today. They were a mail order delivery service for DVDs. You could rent DVDs, and they actually gave the option to be bought by Blockbuster. I'm getting some angry emojis coming up on the screen. What have I done wrong? Can you name the characters if you don't know the actor? No, just get it wrong. You don't need to get everything right. Why does everyone kick off with pub quizzes? It's like, oh, can we answer this instead of that? No, it's a different question, and isn't it? I need the actors' names, Ray. Come on. I didn't know one of the actors' names when I was reading through the quotes. I didn't know one of them. So if you get that one, I'll be very impressed. I don't want to slander Kerry Katona or any other person I could potentially get sued for. Question two. I do get confused about the emojis that pop up on Facebook. It's like, I get hearts, I get laughter emojis. What are the angry ones for? Because they stick around after the video. So like the video's on my Facebook page and people see it and they're like, oh, videos made some people angry. I don't want to make people angry. Question two. Wednesday and Pugsley Adams. You must have known that. Question three. What animal is Wheezy in the Toy Story films? It is a penguin. I did not know that. I remember the character and I think the squeaker's gone in the throat or something. It's quite called Wheezy, but it's a penguin. Question four. The Cowardly Lion. That is the animal that was looking for. I'm not harsher than Greg Davies. Come on, man. And even if I were, is he allowed to drink on his show? I don't know. Probably not with all the film crew and cameras and stuff going on. Question four, the answer was the Cowardly Lion is the character looking for courage in The Wizard of Oz. Question five, film well known for its incredibly terrible acting by what's his face with the racist caricature. It is Breakfast at Tiffany's. Haven't actually seen the film. I have watched Capote. It's mentioned in that, and obviously I know the 90s song Breakfast at Tiffany's, but I don't remember the film. I know the song, but I don't remember that film. Here we go. The quotes from Nana were as follows. So this is the film and the actor who delivered the line in that film. 10 points up for grabs. The first one was The Devil Wears Prada, and it was Emily Blunt. The second one, Jerry Maguire, and the line was, you can either put Cuba Gooding Jr. or Tom Cruise. I will accept either, even though the one I meant, and I think the one that Nana was embodying with her performance was Tom Cruise. But Cuba Gooding Jr. or Tom Cruise acceptable for Jerry Maguire. Show me the money. It's a Wonderful Life is the film about the fairy getting its wings every time a bell rings. And that line was delivered by, this is the one I did not know, Zuzu Bailey. Zuzu Bailey. I'm unfamiliar with any of her other work. Can you have a bonus point if you sang it on the karaoke in Spain? No, but please send me a recording. I would love to hear that. The next one is Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Classic line delivered by Kathleen Turner. Kathleen Turner, fantastic actress, wonderful voice. I think Kathleen Turner made it onto the list of 10 sexiest characters in Empire Film Magazine twice. It was either Empire or Total Film. She made it in there twice. One as a character she was just playing normally, and the other one was as Jessica Rabbit in the film Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And the final one was, of course, The Matrix, which is my favorite film of all time. And the actor was Hugo Weaving. So Nana's impression was very good because I think she watched it nearly as many times as I did. So how did we do? That was worth 10 points. Here's a recap of all of the answers for you. So 1997, Wednesday and Pugsley, Penguin, The Cowardly Lion, Breakfast at Tiffany's, and then the films with the quotes and the actors were The Devil Wears Prada, Emily Blunt, Jerry Maguire, Cuba Gooding Jr. or Tom Cruise, It's a Wonderful Life, Zuzu Bailey, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Kathleen Turner, and The Matrix, and the line was Hugo Weaving's as the character Agent Smith. So that's 10 points for grabs at the end. So 16 out of 16, how did people do? Generic team name 427 got 11, well done. His name's not the Red Skull. No, he was many different characters before he was the Red Skull, including V for Vendetta. 11 out of 16 for Bugs Life. Isn't Zuzu Bailey the character, not the actor? I don't know. I looked it up. I thought that was the name of the actor. If that's the name of the character, then this whole thing's gone to pot. I thought it was the name of the actor. If you do know the name of the actor, then congratulations. If that's the name of the character, you do not get a point. And I messed up. We should do a quick check then in that case. Who played Zuzu Bailey? Heck if I know. How did people do? 8 out of 16, 5 out of 16. Where's Lorna? Got 17. Hopefully they find Lorna at some point. 11 out of 16 for Trucker Tuckers. Had to be very careful how I said that. Almost slipped up. 7 points. Pugsley has been unfriended. Oh, I'm sorry. Sad to hear that. 11 out of 16 Nana's fans. Congratulations. It's a good score. 8 for films. Good on you. Yeah, no, it's a strong score. Nana's, the quotes were tough, and I did not know the actor. I put down Zuzu Bailey because I looked it up and I thought that was the name of the actor, but apparently that... Oh, thank you. We've got the answer. It is Caroline Grimes. Caroline Grimes. You can tell, you can see why she's unknown, because that is a terrible name. Caroline Grimes. Apologies if anybody is called Caroline Grimes playing this game right now. Team Jurassic Park, 12 out of 16. Strong. Congratulations for getting the last 2 quotes and actors. Well done. 8 out of 16. Doing pretty well there. There were no hurdles questions. I'm sorry, Bob. I couldn't think of a film with hurdles in it. They don't even do it in... what's the one with the Vangelis soundtrack? It's about running, isn't it? I can't... Is there a film about hurdles?
Really cool running, so he misses the hurdles, isn't he? Or was he... Oh no, that's
They're
just
running. Yeah, they trip him up, don't they?
Yeah.
There's no hurdles. All right. I mean, if there isn't a film about hurdles, Bob, this is your chance. We're in lockdown. Write yourself a screenplay about hurdles. This could be it. You could be big, man. I'll do the soundtrack.
Make sure that
it'll just be all knockoffs of Nine Inch Nails songs. Yeah, but make sure if you are writing a screenplay, if it's 100-meter hurdles, it has to be 10. All right, you don't want it to be. You don't want it to be inauthentic. Your script. Yeah, correct. No, the Chariots of Fire. That's the one I could not remember. So good job. That was not a question this week. All right, are you? Just getting up. All right, so that is it for the film and TV round, and we're up to the last round, ladies and gentlemen, which is some people's favorite, but my chiropractor's favorite, because I have to contort myself into weird shapes to get in there. It is the pictures round. So this is very easy. All you have to do is tell me who is on the screen. So there's going to be 5 pictures. I'm going to be trying to squeeze my face into them, even though it's difficult because I cannot see the picture at the same time as I can see me. So you can see, it's like Funhouse sticking your face through the thing, like they have at the beach and stuff. I don't think they've got them down in Bournemouth. There wouldn't be any room with all of those people and the rubbish and the birds and stuff. But this is the pictures round. 5 pictures. Tell me who is in the picture. Not me. Tell me who the picture is originally before I shove my face in there. Okay, let's go. First one. I put my face in first before I bring it up to make it a bit easier for me. That kind of fits. Okay. First one. I actually do own glasses and they do look quite similar to this, but I have not gone grey yet. So that's the first one. So who is in the picture? Who is the picture of? Here's the second one coming up. Oh, it's a drastic change. I have to drop down, come closer. There we go. Who's this? I can't try to remember the expression she has in the picture. So. Okay, so that's your second one. Who is this? This is, I mean, if you don't get this one, then you don't know many annoying people who sell butter. This is number 3. That was number 3 there. This is number 4. Oh, here we go. This is, which way am I facing? This way. Facing this way, holding a cool sword. It's a Hatari Hanzo. I don't know if that gives it away. Definitely gonna get myself a haircut like this. I think that's the way to go. Don't mess with me. And the final picture, the ones with facial hair, the toughest ones to fit in. Okay, this is the my own mustache kind of negates the whole point for this one.
Yeah.
So that's your final picture. So that's it. So you should have a list of 5 names. It's worth a point each. So this is a nice way to hoover up some points right at the end if you didn't get them. Can you get kittens with shopping trolleys next week? We'll see. All right, so here we go. This is the last round. Here's the answers. Here are the pictures coming up on the screens with the answers for you. The first one was, of course, Bill Gates. Mr. Bill Gates. Number 2, the second one, she's been in the news recently, but not a particularly nice story. I'm a big fan of Winona Ryder. She had to go through some rubbish at the Hollywood party a little while ago. That's why she came out in the news recently. But Winona Ryder, terrific actress, big fan, long before Stranger Things. I'm trying to think the first film I saw her in. Might have been Heathers. Number 3 was, of course, Johnny Rotten. Or John Lydon. I will accept both. His real name is Lydon. Number 4 is Uma Thurman. Now, the only picture I could get that was not copyright of Uma Thurman in the Kill Bill mode was that's actually a picture of Uma Thurman at Madame Tussauds. So that's a waxwork, but I'm hoping it's quite obvious who it was anyway. But the question number 4 was Uma Thurman. And the final one, it's not a German dictator, it is Austrian German dictator. It is in fact Charles Chaplin. So how did people do for the pictures round, ladies and gentlemen? Let me see some scores for the pictures round. So there were 5 pictures out of 5. How many did you do? Madame One Sword, very good. Una. Four, congratulations, that's a good one, good score. 4 out of 5, well done Aiden, very strong. 3, Loretta, you get better, you'll get there next time. 2 out of 5, Storm, come on, you could do better than that. 2 out of 5, it's alright, we'll get some more recognizable faces for you next time. The trouble is my face is confusing, isn't it? It does mess around. Team Rated PG got 5 out of 5, well done Chris Purchase. I would hope you get some good pop culture references there. 4, 3, got some good scores. I'm happy about this. So this is exciting. We got some great scores. Let's hear total scores then. How did people do in total? So I want to know who won. So we got 37. You are kind of only competing against yourself. Turktown, 2 plus 2, 3 out of 5. What is your total score? Let's hear the total. 30 overall for a quiz. Well done, Chris Purchase. Current one to beat is 37 from Nerd Immunity. While I'm waiting for the scores to come up, I'll tell you a bit about what's going on. People are angry. The angry emoji popping up. Why are you angry? Relax, it's only a quiz. We're only joking around, we're only having fun. Remember, I really appreciate everyone joining in every week as well. By the way, I cannot believe we've lasted 15 weeks of this utter silliness. Thank you for Thank you for letting me get away with this rubbish, all right? This has been lots of fun. 38 in total. Una, you've just shot into the lead there. Congratulations. 31 out of 51. We got some high scores once again. 29, well done. That's a good score, Bob. 29 also from Sarah with the Turktown 2 +2. So yeah, lots of great scores. Again, this is just a bit of a mess around, something to waste some time, keep us occupied on a Saturday night. And also, it's an excuse for me not to drink alone. So I have you guys as well as Michelle. Otherwise, we're just alcoholics. So I really appreciate you all joining us and making it a social affair. So yes, I do comedy as a job usually, except for these last 15 weeks where I've just been doing it kind of for free on the internet, going with donations. So thank you very much if you've tipped me, if you sent me money via coffee, which we've been spending on bills, rent and coffee. I have been buying lots of coffee to keep myself alive, and alcohol. I really appreciate the people tipping and saying, oh, please have some alcohol, you and Michelle have a drink.
Just like so thankful for everyone's generosity.
We do really appreciate it. I could not have got through the 15 weeks if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you so much for joining in, taking part. Those of you that watched my stand-up comedy special that I recorded in the flat, the worldwide tour of my flat, which is now taken down. But if you do want to see it, join the mailing list because I'm going to send that out again one more time before the end of lockdown. But thank you very much for playing. It is, we've been doing lots of fun stuff. Michelle and I have been working on portraits from home. So because Michelle can't go out and take pictures out in the real world, we've been just messing around with my silly face props, that kind of thing. So she's going to be posting them up on her Instagram, Facebook, etc. Keep an eye out. Please follow on all social media. Tweet out if you've got any fun pictures for me to see. Remember, #LopezQuiz so I can see them on Instagram and on Twitter, and it helps to get people for next week. I'm going to do this again next week. There's going to be a pictures round. Nana's going to be there. More music, more silliness. Week 16. Week 16. This is the longest commitment. This is the second longest commitment I've ever made in my life. But I was kind of forced into this one, so the other one I chose. I chose to do the quiz. I'm not back.
No, but we only thought we already did it for 1 week as a bit of fun, just to try and lift people's mood. Yeah,
just to lift the spirits a little bit, because it's tough out there. I realize everyone's in different situations, but ultimately, none of this has been ideal. As much as I appreciate that, some people are working, some people aren't. It's not easy not seeing your friends and family and being stuck in at home. So hopefully we brought a bit of light to your Saturday nights. Stay in touch. Keep an eye out. So Bruce Lee Woman is the Facebook account with the video of Kim playing on the piano. Phil has a YouTube video channel. I hope Kim does as well. I'm going to find out what it is. I'm going to share it with you all on my Facebook page. I will share the video of Kim's full video playing. Thank you so much to Scott who did the intro.
Monday, you'll bring to you?
Yes, so tomorrow I'm on Colin Jackson's radio show in the morning for a quick interview. Me and my friend Leroy, who've done a radio sitcom pilot for BBC Radio Wales, which goes out on Monday night. I'll be telling you more about that. The best way to listen to that is going to be on BBC Sounds, and I think at 7 p.m. I'll post a link on my page, 7 p.m. on Monday, so you can listen to the radio sitcom pilot. It's 28 minutes long, so it's not going to take up too much of your time. Monday night, isn't it? What else are you going to be doing in lockdown? So Monday, radio sitcom pilot that me and Leroy recorded in lockdown. We weren't allowed to go near each other, so acting was a bit of a challenge. It was quite funny. That's going to go out on Monday. I might do a live tweet of it or something at 7 p.m. of me listening to it. I'd love to hear your reaction. If you find it funny, please share it, let other people know. And it might go to series. And then, I don't know, I will have to write more to go into it. It was a lot of work, but I really enjoyed doing it in lockdown. Hope I've kept you entertained. Thank you so much for joining in. Please be kind, be excellent to each other, as the Bill and Ted motto goes. And party on, dudes. Thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Stay in touch. Listen to the radio if you're up in time tomorrow. I think I'm on it about sometime between 10 and 11 a.m. tomorrow, which is that comedians do not get up at that time. So that is very rare for me. You're very fortunate if you catch it. But yeah, this has been excellent. Thank you very much, folks. Have a great weekend. Take care. Ciao.